Okay. Take number 2. Chat, tell me we got it correct this time. Please. Tell me we got it correct this time. Is the quality better? Come on. Tell me we got it correct this time. Alrighty. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sorry for the little hiccup right there. As you can see, white chocolate is the guy. I don't know what it is about technology, but I'm not the smartest when it comes to, this whole computer equipment stuff. So, sorry about the little hiccup. Good thing we got Nate around, because I probably would have not even noticed that it was blurry. So, here we are. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing today? Good morning, Cheesy. Good morning, Triss. Good morning, Bad Boy. Good morning, Devil. Good morning, Anwar. Good morning, HMH. Good morning, Weapon. Good morning, Alan. Good morning, Monique. How's everybody doing today? Good morning, Saju. Good morning, Mock. Good morning, Island Dreams. Vidro, what's up? FB6, Mark, what's up? Rav, what's up? Right, what's up? Stano, good morning. Hassan, good morning. Only Equities, how are you doing today? Spyro, good morning. Ahmed, good morning. All right, well, we're going to have to dive right into this topic. This is the same conversation as non-farm payroll. Okay, we have CPI coming up here. All right, so if we hop over here, in about 9 minutes, we have your highest volatility driver. CPI is known for making the most volatility for a news release. Okay? So, quick conversation that we need to have. A lot of people like to try to expedite their evals during this process. All right, very simply put, about 10 seconds before CPI drops, so in about another 8 minutes, people set buy stops above price, people set sell stops below price. The purpose of this is to pass the eval as quickly as possible. Okay? Couple things that we need to talk about before this happens, and I'm going to go quick because we only have 7 minutes here. That's my fault for the interruption. We'll keep getting better throughout the year, so hopefully that doesn't keep happening. But listen up here. First things first is this is only for individuals that can accept the risk. Okay, the cost of the eval. If you can't stomach the fact that you can burn that dollar amount, don't do this, right? Because this fails just as much as it works. It's really a coin flip. It's 50-50. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So if you can't accept the risk, do not do this, right? The risk would be the cost of the eval. If you can't burn that money right now, don't do this. Okay? Second thing, you really should only be doing this if you have proven to yourself that you can trade, right? There's no reason to try to rush into a funded account if it's your first time trading, right? If you're still learning how to trade, just use that time to gain more conviction in your business. All right, so this is only for individuals that can accept the risk and have a proven strategy to be in a funded account. Okay? So, you also need to know a couple more things. There's many prop firms out there that do not allow you to pass within 1 day. Okay, so do your due diligence in understanding the rules of the prop firm. If the prop firm doesn't let you pass in 1 day, don't do this. You need to be allowed to pass in 1 day. You need to be allowed to trade the news. There are also firms that do not allow you to trade the news. Okay, so make sure you're going through the rules of the prop firm. You need to do your due diligence is what it comes down to. Okay, it's very irrational for you to try this without knowing this information first. Right? Don't even buy the prop firm account if you didn't look over the rules yet. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay? And lastly, we only got about 4 more minutes, so I need to make this quick. Copy trading during this time, bad idea. Okay? There's already a lot of slippage that happens because it's the most volatile time. So normally orders get skipped, right? If you think a copy trader is going to work well during that time, I'm here to tell you that you're going to run into some mistakes. There's going to be times where the copy trader doesn't work properly. So just do it one account at a time. Okay, don't load up 40 accounts and try to pass them all in one shot. Okay? So just a couple things about this. Now to actually execute it, right? To actually execute it. I'm talking about buy stops, right? This is not a market order, right? It's a buy stop. You're setting a buy stop above price. You're setting a sell stop below price. Right? So we'll put it at this high here. And we'll put it at the low as well. Right? So this is what it would look like. Sell stops below price, right? You're trying to short on the way down. You're trying to buy on the way up, right? So it would be up here. Be down here. Okay, I might even move this up even more because we need to give it room. Okay. Plain and simple, to actually execute this, you're trying to pass the eval within one trade. So that means, one, we don't need stop losses, right? Because you're either passing or failing here. Okay. Second, we're going maximum size, right? So if your prop allows you 4 contracts, we're going 4 contracts on the buy stop. We're going 4 contracts on the sell stop. Right, we're specifically going largest size to try to pass it in one trade. And then just do the math, right? 4 contracts of NQ. How many points do you need to hit that 3K target on a 50K account? Right? Very simple, right? For every 25 points on 1 contract of NQ, that's $500, right? 500, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000. So it looks like you need a little more than 25 points, maybe 30 points on 4 contracts, 35 points on 4 contracts to hit that 3K target. Right? So you only need this here. Right? This is really that's all we need here. 4 contracts for about 30 to 40 points to hit the 3K target. All right. So buy stops above price, sell stops below price. Next thing is whichever one gets triggered, right? Let's say we go higher. If the buy stop gets triggered, you have to immediately cancel out the sell stop. Make sure you get the other orders off the screen. All right. So we're down to our last minute here. Let's take a look at what happens. Got about 45 seconds. We would want to start setting the orders for about 15 seconds beforehand. Okay. We'll continue the conversation after we see what happens here. About 20 seconds. Okay, this is when we set buy stop above price, sell stop below price. Okay, order should be submitted. And let's see what happens here. Okay, so the buy stop would be triggered. Sell stop needs to be canceled. Looks like it might reach TP there. And that might be TP. That might be TP there. That's about 40 points. Who captured the buy stop? Who captured the buy stop? That's a TP right there. Nice job, CPI. That's a good one shot, one kill right there. That's a pass, right? Throw a W in chat if you were able to capture the buy stops. Very good job. Very good job. Plus 1,500. Wow. Plus 1,500. Wow. Imagine making $1,500 in the matter of seconds. That's insane. That's insane. Who captured it? Plus 1K. Wow. Wow. Congratulations. Congratulations, chat. Very good job. Very, very good job. Slippage, yep. It's the most volatile time, and that's why I mentioned it during the preparation. You're going to experience slippage here. Absolutely. Plus 1K. Let's go, chat. Congratulations. Checkmate. It's been a while. How's everything going, man? It's good to see you again. I hope all is well. 2026 and we're still around. Very good to see you. I hope all is well, man. Plus 2K. Wow. Holy cow. Very good job, chat. All right, so just a quick note. If you're asking me why I'm not doing this, it's because I don't need to do this. Okay, I'm in a live account right now, so I don't have a need to pass an eval, right? I've already gone through the eval stage. I've already gone through the sim funded stage, and I'm currently in a live account, right? So I don't have a need to get into a sim funded account at this moment. If there comes a time where I try to get more funded accounts, then sure, we'll do it right here on stream. But I don't have that need right now. Right now, my focus is on my live account. Okay, so yeah, there will be a time at some point in time that I'll do this with everybody, but right now my focus is on my live account, in which it's going very well. So I don't have a need to be expediting evals. But congratulations to the individuals that did get the W there. Very, very, very good job. Very good job. Very good job. What a coin flip? Absolutely. Yeah, that if you don't understand that that is a complete gamble, then I don't know what else to tell you. There is quite literally the only like strategic part behind that is that you know at a certain point in time that there's going to be volatility in the market, right? We know at 8:30 we're going to get a larger candle. Like that's it. There's no knowledge behind it. There's no game planning behind it. It truly is a gamble. It is 50-50 shot. You have no clue what's going to happen. You're just trying to take advantage of volatility, right? So if you can't accept that, then you shouldn't do that. But congratulations to the individuals that did capture the W. Very good job. Very, very good job. Now I'm getting back over to chat. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. I wanted to get that explanation done first. Let's see. Ash, do you consider inversions as an internal? No. Swing highs and swing lows are external, and FVGs are internal. Gold is the best for CPI, generally 0 wick. Let's take a look at gold. Nice. Nice. Very small wick there. Nice. Did you capture it on gold? Because that's a beautiful move too. Wow, a lot of people call it the W. W. Thank you, Ash. Thank you, Ash. Thank you, Ash. 5 newly funded accounts. Tess, let's go. Throw some W's in chat for Tess. I love to hear that. Congratulations. Very good job. Very, very good job. Congratulations. Let's go. Amazing to hear that. All right, so I do need to, right back to real trading now. Right back to actually, you know, creating game plans and trying to understand the analysis and you know, putting some of our concepts in place. So I do need to update my Discord. I need to make sure that all of my biases are completed and my game plan has started. So let's take a look. I got the bias horribly wrong yesterday. Horribly wrong. I was looking for higher prices yesterday. And this is why. I'll show you why right here. All right, so after price had swept a swing low, it then closed above the down close candle that took out liquidity. I was looking at this as the change in the state of delivery. It initially had some beautiful reactions to the change in the state of delivery. So I was looking for higher prices. Man, was that wrong, right? How many points was that? That was like 500 points lower. Let's see. Wow. Couldn't have been more wrong yesterday. But listen, that is a great comment to understand here. Being right or wrong is not the issue, okay? Making money or losing money is the issue, okay? You have to understand that there's going to be many points in time where you get your analysis right and you get your analysis wrong. But what truly matters is whether you're green or red on the day, okay? So be okay with getting things wrong and do not obtain an ego when you get things right. Just because you get it right doesn't mean that you're going to execute properly. You can get your bias right and still have a losing trade. You can get your bias wrong and not lose any money. It's not a matter of being right or wrong. It's a matter of making money or losing money. Okay, so risk management is what truly matters. Executing is what truly matters. If you follow your process, right? My process, I'll give you an example. Here's my process. I start the day by looking at the economic calendar. I want to know when the important times of the day are. Then I move over to the daily chart and I obtain a bias, right? Yesterday I was bullish. Then I go into New York Open, looking at key levels that have SMT. If all three of those things happen, then I'll go look for an entry function. Okay? If at any point in time one of those things don't happen, then there is no execution, right? So if you were capable of analyzing time and a bias, but price never creates SMT at a key level, then there's not going to be an execution. And that's where I'm trying to say there can be times where you get the bias wrong, but it doesn't matter because you don't risk any money because you don't get to that point of executing. Okay? So just don't get so tripped up. Don't let, emotions come in. Don't tilt, don't ruin your mental state all because you don't get a bias right. Matter of fact, there's a lot of people that don't even use a bias. Right? It's not even like you have to use a bias. You just have to understand the entire reason why I'm even saying this is that you will be right and you will be wrong. You'll come across both of those experiences, but you need to fall in love with the process in both of those scenarios. You need to follow your game plan, follow your risk management, and execute without any emotions. Because you're going to come across both results. When you lose, when you win. When you're right, when you're wrong. All of those things are going to happen during your time of being a trader. Okay? So, and this was horribly wrong yesterday. Just horribly wrong, right? And that's why I need to update it now because here are the results, right? I'm making sure that I document the before and the after. Because now I can go back and say, hey, what went wrong? Why was I wrong here? Right? This is what I was looking at yesterday. So I'm not trying to confuse anybody. This is not today's bias. I'm updating yesterday's bias. I just need to make sure I get this over to the Discord. That's why I'm doing it. Okay? Don't marry your bias. Mr. Zink, how are we doing today? Good morning, sir. Hope all is well. When are we getting you up here? When are we getting the collab going? We need to get you up here. Give me a good time where we can hop on the same stream at the same time so we can talk about some trading. All right, let's see. Bias. Daily chart. Bias was wrong. We only got lower prices. Okay. Make sure that gets into here. Yep. Okay. There we go. And that probably means bias was wrong. Oh no, the dollar's still kind of adhering to the bias. I'm still bearish here on the dollar. It's very simply put, this bearish gap here is what I'm looking at as resistance. Okay, so I'm kind of surprised here that the dollar didn't move. We had nearly 400 points lower on NQ, and this is actually a good example of why the correlation between NQ and the dollar is not something that helps me create a bias. I know that the dollar is inversely correlated to NQ and ES, but that's not the reason that creates a bias for me. And this is one of those good examples. NQ goes 400 points lower yesterday. The dollar should have had a chance to go higher. Okay, but that didn't happen. So that the correlation between the dollar and NQ and ES, that's not how I create a bias. All right. The chart is what creates a bias for me, not the correlation. So let's get a screenshot of that as well. Mondays are open. Ooh, that sounds good. So what about a Monday morning, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m.? What do you think about that? Would love to have you on. Would love to get a pretty much like an interview type of style where I could go back and forth with you, asking you questions, talk about some of your trading, talk about, you know, some of your accomplishments, go over any type of advices you have for the community, just dive into a good Q&A to see, you know, how you operate. Why don't you talk about change in the state of delivery on live stream? I definitely have. So we could do it again here. I just need to finish my biases and then we can go over change in the state of delivery. I've spoke about changes in the state of delivery many, many times. We can go over it again here. I just need to complete my biases and then we will. This is just a portion of creating game plans, taking a look, you know, at what to expect for the day. Oil, beautiful bias here on oil. We were looking for lower prices to the swing low here because of the rejection from the new week opening gap. What a beautiful move there. We got the move to the swing low, and now this is where the bias would be completed. Very good job there on the oil bias. All right, let me get that over to Discord as well. You should see if you could interview ICT. Yeah, sure. I'll definitely ask him. He's probably gonna be like, "What does this pleb want?" He's gonna be like, "Oh, I have no clue who you are. I'm way too good for you." I'll ask him. But in his eyes, I'm probably not good enough for his time. Do you incorporate dealing range into your analysis? So I wouldn't. So the way that I analyze a dealing range is not exactly the same as probably what you're referring to. For example, what I would be saying is like, you know, if price just swept a swing low, that's a location that I look for longs, right? In terms of a dealing range, if you're below a swing low, then you must be in some form of discount, right? So I don't refer to it as a dealing range. I just, maybe what I'm trying to say here is I use different terminology to understand it. For example, above swing highs is where I look for shorts. Below swing lows is where I look for longs, right? If you're above a swing high, you're in a premium. If you're below a swing low, you're in a discount, right? Another example of that would be is I look for longs inside of bullish FEGs, right? If you're inside of a bullish FEG, you must be at some area of equilibrium, right? Because an FEG, let's take a look at this current FEG that's on the screen, right? So the FEG is at equilibrium of the range. So it's what I'm trying to say is we do the same thing, but we use different terminologies. We're all staring at the same candles. We just might call it something differently, right? That's what I'm pointing to here. So I just use it with different words is what it comes down to. All right, so we got the bias for NQ. We got the bias for oil. Got the bias for dollar. Let's make sure we update ES as well. ES, horribly wrong as well. Horribly wrong. This is what I was looking at yesterday, and I couldn't have been more wrong. Same exact thing here as NQ. All right, so this is what I was looking at for a bias on ES yesterday, and I'm just updating my bias to make sure that I get the before and the after so that everybody can see that that bias was wrong. We'll get into today's action as well. Just give me some time here. I'm getting through my assets, making sure I complete my game plan. So this bias was wrong as well. And lastly, Euro. Euro still has a chance here. Still trying to find support from the daily FEG. We'll see if they can move higher from it. So this bias remains the same, just like the dollar bias remains the same. All right. We have completed all of our assets. Now we can move forward. Very good. All right, now the Discord's updated. Hello, son. Give a trading signal. I'm probably way too old to be your son. I also do not do trading signals. So both of those were wrong. $15-minute breaker on NQ, it seems. Let's take a look. Yes, I do agree with what you're saying here. Let's see if there's any SMT at the lows. Ooh, nice. Take a look at this right here. Swing low was not swept on ES. Right? SMT here. Swing low was not swept on ES. It was swept on NQ. Very nice. So we'll watch this. Who was that? Very good job there. Sandeep, very good job. Yes, I agree with what you're saying. Breaker there on NQ on the 15-minute chart. You have SMT there at the lows. Why can't I grab this thing? All right. There we go. Very good job there. So we could watch that there. All right, so the breaker would be the up close candle, but right now what I'm analyzing, it's the same exact thing, and that's why I never understood why people were like, oh, breaker, or oh, inversion, oh, change in the state of delivery. It's all the same thing, right? Like, we're all just looking for the trend change, right? All we're doing is trying to, right, here's a downtrend, right? Right here. All we're trying to do is find where the trend changes. So whether you're using an inversion, whether you're using a breaker block, whether you're using a change in the state of delivery, all we're trying to do is find where price turns around. That's what it comes down to. So I never understood the difference there. What I do want to see is I want to see if they leave the gap open. I want to see some form of momentum. And what I would be looking for is this. Something to go into this gap here. Right? Something to rebalance the imbalance. Both of them took out previous day low as well. Let's take these off. That was from yesterday. All right, so I'll be looking at that breaker that I believe was Sandeep that just pointed out. I want to see if they can go and fill any portion of this FVG. Okay. So this is what I'll be currently looking at. Looking for some kind of pop up into that FVG there. Using this as a change in the state of delivery. Using the SMT at the lows. So let's look at this for now. Oh, wrong button. All right, let's take a look at that for now. Let me get a sip of coffee and we'll get through some questions and answers as well. And chat, should I make another deal with you guys? Yay or nay? Should we make another deal today? What do you think? Give me a thumbs up if you guys think that I should do another giveaway here this morning. Throw a thumbs up in chat if you think I should do another giveaway here this morning. Let's see, let's see. What do y'all think? Yeah? All right. Oh, also, change in the state of delivery, right? Who was the individual that asked about the change in the state of delivery? All right, because now we're pointing to one. Let's go down here real quick. A change in the state of delivery is the very first moment in time the trend changes. So take a look at this. Hold on, let's get rid of the arrow first. Change in the state of delivery. Ready? Here's a downtrend, right? Lower lows and lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. We get into a higher time frame key level, and then we make a new high. Right? So right here, the down close candle, right here, the down close candle that takes out liquidity, right? We take out liquidity because we run below a swing low. The moment we close above that down close candle, specifically the opening price of that down close candle, that is your change in the state of delivery. So very simply put, it is the very first moment in time the trend changes. Okay? For a bullish change in the state of delivery, you're using the opening price of the down close candle that took out liquidity. Right? Here's the liquidity. Specifically, you want that to happen at a key level, right? This is, let's say, a daily swing low, or let's say previous day low. That's easy. Right? Key level, previous day low. You also want to see SMT here. Right? We run into a higher time frame key level. We create SMT. Then we go and make a change in the state of delivery the moment in time when we close above the opening price of the down close candle that took out liquidity. And lastly, for some kind of conviction, I would want to see an FVG here as well, right? Some kind of momentum. Okay. That's what a change in the state of delivery is. And now let's go look at that within price. Okay. Right. So this is quite literally the exact same thing that I just had on my screen. Here's your downtrend. And now we're making a new high here. Right. So let's just go back. High, low, lower high, lower low. Lower high, lower low. Lower high, lower low. Got another lower low in here. And now we just made our first new high. Okay, so we're trying to change the trend. Okay, you can see that there's SMT at the lows because NQ took out the swing low here when ES did not. Right? That's SMT. Okay, SMT. And then look at the location in which we did it. Right? We're below previous day low. All right. Below previous day low. Lastly, look at the FVG. Okay, so a change in the state of delivery is the very first moment in time the trend changes. Those are all the key points to understanding a change in the state of delivery. You want them to happen at a key level. You want there to be SMT at that key level. You need to see candle closure above the opening price of the down close candle that took out liquidity. And lastly, I want to see an FVG aligned with it to show some momentum. You have all of those things right here. All right, and then obviously vice versa for a bearish one. Same exact information, just the opposite for bears, okay? It's not the wick, it's the opening price of the down close candle. It's the opening price. All right. All right. So it looks like we did get a handful of thumbs up. So let's take a look. Let's take a look. Just need to sign into an account here to see which one I will do the giveaway for. Give me a second here. Give me a second. Give me a second. All right. Here's your deal, chat. Here is your deal. We did, what did we do last time? We did Lucid last time, right? We did Lucid last time. Should we do Lucid again? Yay or nay? All right, I'll let you guys pick, actually. How about Lucid or E8? Pick one, Lucid or E8. Lucid or E8. Throw it in the chat. Which one are we doing? Lucid or E8? Ooh, Lucid's getting all the love, huh? Okay. 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 Lucid it is. All right. All right. Let's take a look. We did. Let's see. How about? How many? We will do, what do we have here? All right, we're going to do 3 50K Lucid Flex evals. 3 50K Lucid Flex evals. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. The thumbs up button down there, the like button, it needs to hit at least 100. No, that's too easy. That's too easy. We got 200 people in here. 150. 150 thumbs up. Or, I'll make it easy for you guys, or the subscribers need to hit 18K. We're currently at 17.9. So it's pretty dang close. All right, so like button needs to either be 150 or the sub button needs to be 18K. And there's 205 people watching, so it seems like that could be pretty simple here. You do that, and we get 3 50K Lucid evals. We'll do the Lucid Flex evals. Okay? Pretty simple. That like button's going pretty quick, so it seems like we're going to hit it. Going pretty quick. The love for Lucid, huh? The love for Lucid. Looks like everybody wanted it. Love to see it. NQ will dump today. All right. Let's see if NQ dumps today. All right, chat, for anybody that's just now joining, we just made a deal. If the like button gets to 150 likes, or if the sub gets to 18K subs, we're going to do 3 50K Lucid Flex evals for a free giveaway. We'll do a free giveaway for anybody that's in chat here. All right. Oh, wow. Okay. You guys are not playing around this morning. 150K. Oh, I mean, excuse me. 150 likes already. You guys are eager for the Lucid eval, huh? Very good job, chat. Love to see it. Love to see it. All right. Let's see. Let's see. If it's free, it's for me. That's what chat is saying this morning. They said, we're not playing around. If it's free, it's for me. Okay. Fine. Be that way. Fine. We'll do some 50K Lucid Flex evals. Let's see. All right. How are we going to set it up? You guys made yourself a deal, so congratulations. I'm going to set it up now and give you the instructions to how to enter. Just stay here in chat because it's going to end up being in chat. I'm just setting it up currently, so give me a couple seconds here. If you guys are all friendly, do your friends a favor, okay? Do your friends a favor. Tell them to hop in stream. Send them the link to the stream because we're about to do the giveaway. All right? If you want to help your friends out, give them a chance at the giveaway too. Send them the link to the stream. We're about to run the giveaway. Trading patiently. Good morning. Happy Friday. Great to see you, brother. Quick question before you head back out. Give me a day, either a Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, that we can get you up here on stream as well. Get a little collab going. Maybe just like a Q&A type of collab where we could talk about your trading. Talking about your trading, go over some advices you might have for chat. Maybe, even take some trades or any of the above. Let me know if you have any days that you can hop on stream with me. Whoa, chat. What is this? Hold on, chat. Chat, what is this? Lucid's in chat now? You guys are showing so much love that Lucid caught on. Are you kidding me? Chat, are you kidding me? Do me a favor, show Lucid some love, and I don't know, you tell me. Answer their question. You guys think we should do some more giveaways or what? Wow. Love to see it. Good morning, Lucid. Happy Friday. Hope your day is going well. That couldn't have been better timing. We're literally about to do 3 50K Lucid Flex evals right now on stream. You guys I must have been ringing your ears or something, huh? Wow. Love to see it. Chat, throw some hearts in chat for Lucid Trading. They're just a phenomenal partner, allowing us to do some giveaways here. I greatly appreciate them, and some of you guys are going to benefit from it now. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Greatly appreciate your time. Love to see it. Let's throw some hearts in chat for Lucid. Love to see it. Whoa, chat. No way. Chat, it's working. No way. Hold on. Chat, are you serious right now? Okay, clearly we need to throw more hearts in chat for Lucid. Let's triple it? Are you serious? Do another 6? Chat, I mean, you understand the assignment, right? Like, clearly we need to throw some more hearts in chat for Lucid. What? Are you serious? Wow. Wow. Happy Friday. I mean, this is exactly how we want to go into the weekend here. What? Wow. Wow. All right. Excuse me. Wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm just so appreciative. Wow. What a Friday. I just don't even know what to say. I just don't even know what to say. See, chat, when we work together here, look at what we can accomplish. That is just incredible. What a goat. What a goat, Lucid. All right, chat, we're setting it up. I got to go and fix the giveaway now because now we have more. So thank you to Lucid. Happy Friday. The community absolutely loves you. So clearly through all these hearts, this is amazing. Chat, we're doing it right now. I just need to fix it now that we have more winners coming up. We just moved from 3 winners to 9 winners. Wow. Let's go. Let's go. All right, chat, ready? Chat, ready? Thank you to Lucid. I greatly appreciate the kind, helpful support. The community absolutely loves you. So let's do some Lucid giveaways. We have now 9 winners, okay? All you have to do, ready? Chat, get ready. All you have to do is type Lucid into chat. Listen to me clearly. Listen to me clearly. If you spam Lucid, that is not going to help your chances to winning the giveaway. Only type Lucid once. One time. Only type Lucid once into chat, okay? If you type Lucid into chat, you will be entered into the giveaway, and we'll give it a little bit of time so the whole community gets a chance. All right, we'll give it a few minutes here, and then we'll run the giveaway winners. All right. Please hear me clearly. All you have to do is type Lucid once into chat. All right. Not the @ sign, by the way, just the word Lucid. Just the word Lucid. All right. Also, so everybody understands here, we use a bot, right? So it's a randomly generated winner. All right. We're not handpicking winners here. It is completely random, right? We're literally using a bot here in chat. All right. It doesn't matter if you have cap locks on or not. All you have to do is type Lucid once into chat, and we're going to hand out some giveaways here shortly. Thank you to Lucid. Thank you to Lucid for a phenomenal Friday. Wow. Right on time, too. There's just no way. There's no way that they enter chat as we're going to do a giveaway. I mean, you guys must have caught their attention. Wow. And before New York Open, you guys are gonna have the accounts for New York Open. This is incredible. Right on time, man. Just this whole business is about timing, and somehow the timing worked out perfectly there. All right, just a couple more minutes. I want to make sure everybody gets a chance to enter. Once again, please don't spam. It's not going to help you at all. All you have to do is type it once. All you got to do is type it once. We're just giving a couple minutes for everybody to get a chance to participate. Do me a favor while you're at it. Like the stream, sub to the channel, turn the notifications on. Clearly, if we work together here, we can help out the community. I mean, what a better example than this, right? If we continue to keep coming together, we'll be able to get some benefits like this. If you guys want to keep doing this, we're going to be doing this throughout all of 2026. So let's keep showing up. Let's keep working. Let's keep learning. And let's have some fun while we do it. All right, we're coming into the winners here. It's going to show up coming up shortly. Last minute or so, the winners are about to be announced. If anybody's just now joining the stream, you have about 30 seconds before the winners are announced for free Lucid accounts. Okay? All you have to do is type Lucid into chat. Winners are coming up here shortly. Here we go, chat. All right, first winner, Cash. Cash, first winner. Cash is the first winner. Second winner, Chris. Chris Lay Ninja. Sorry if I said your last name wrong. That's a tough one. Chris, second winner. Cash Patel. No, that's not. If that is Cash Patel, then hopefully I'm doing everything correct. Hopefully that's not Cash Patel. That's funny. Third winner, only true trader. Let's go. Let's go. 3 winners already. We still got some more coming up here. Nightbot for the W. Nightbot for the W. Cash, tell me. I mean, I guess you probably wouldn't tell me if you were Cash Patel, but here we are. Christina. Christina is the 4th winner. Let's go. Let's go. Love to see it. Love to see it. Fifth winner, Vidal. Vidal, 5th winner. 6th winner, K. Boosh. K. Boosh. We got 3 more winners coming up. Let's see what we got here. 7th winner, M. Stano. M. Stano. Couple more. Gen X Trader Dad. W. Gen X Trader Dad. Last couple. Let's see what we get. Dennis. Dennis gets one. Gen X Trader Dad. Yes, you're one of the winners. Let's go. Dennis, yes, you too. Let's go. Was that 9, chat? I lost track. Was that 9? I believe it was, right? That's all 9. All right, listen up. Winners. Listen clearly, real quick. For all of the winners, I need you to take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. In the screenshot, your YouTube username needs to be in it. Take a screenshot of your YouTube username and DM me. DM me on Discord, DM me on Instagram, DM me on Twitter. Whichever social media account you have, DM me with a screenshot of your YouTube username. Okay? I will get those giveaway accounts right over to you. So let's pull it up. Let's take a look. All right, no DMs yet on Twitter. Let me hop over to Discord. All right, there's the first Discord message. Gen X Trader Dad. I love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. I know that we've had many conversations. It's just been a long time coming. I love to see that. Absolutely love to see that. All right. Getting the codes out right now. Okay, there's one. There is Christina as well. Thank you, Christina. There's 2. Okay. Bro, give me account. Nope, that's not how it works. Okay, we do giveaways. It's randomly generated. Okay, that's not it. All right, 2 of the winners so far. here comes a third. If you won the giveaway, you have to take a screenshot of your YouTube username so I can confirm that it's you. So if you're contacting me right now saying that you won the giveaway, you have to take a screenshot of your YouTube username so I can confirm that it's you. Okay? Please and thank you. So we got 2 of them out already. All right, let me go back here. Cash was one. Chris was one. Only True Trader. Very good job, Only True Trader. Thank you for sending the screenshot over. Here we go. All right, 3 of the winners have claimed it so far. We got the codes over to them. Only True Trader, very good job. Christina, very good job. Gen X Trader Dad, very good job. Where is Cash? Where is Chris? Vidal, where's Vidal? Where's K Boosh? Where's M Stano? Where is Dennis? We're looking for these individuals to DM me with a screenshot of their YouTube username so that they can claim the accounts. Oh, there's another message. Let's go. Cash Patel, what's up? Just kidding. Just kidding. Okay. All right. All right, so we have Cash now. We have Only True Trader. We have Gen X Trader Dad. We have Christina. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still got more to claim. Let me get over to Twitter. Maybe there was a Twitter message that came through. Again, if you won an account, you have to send me a screenshot of your YouTube username so I can confirm that it's you. So if you're messaging me now, it has to be a screenshot of your YouTube username. All right? All right. Looks like we've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4 of the winners so far. Still looking for everybody else to respond. Cash, I got the response there. How do I message you in Discord? I can't figure it out. Are you in my Discord? If you are in my Discord, look, I'm going to put a message in the Discord. Can the giveaway winners please DM me? I just put a message in my Discord. All you have to do is click on my username, and then you can see right there it says message. All right. Gotten the first 4 so far. Sorry for anybody that's asking about the chart. We just did a giveaway for Lucid, so I'm focused on getting these giveaway accounts over to the individuals that won. That way that they could have the accounts for New York Open here. Still can't figure it out. If you still can't figure it out, do you have Twitter? Twitter will work as well. You can DM me on Twitter as well. If you want to use Twitter, let me check my Instagram. I don't see anything on Instagram. Sent in Discord. M. Stano, let me take a look. I don't see any messages yet. Where'd you send it in Discord? Trying to find you, M. Stana. Ash, I can't figure it out. Chris, trying to find you as well. Where are you guys? Don't see any message requests coming across. Still haven't seen any. If you guys are in my Discord, you could also just reply to me in Discord, like in the general chat of my Discord. That would also work. I put in the general chat. Oh, there's a message request. Dennis, let's go. There's Dennis. All right, we got another one done here. That's the 5th one. All right, we got the 5th winner here, Dennis. Let's go. Dennis, do me a favor. Send me a screenshot of your YouTube username so I can confirm that it's you. Please and thank you. I'm ready to send the giveaway code over to you. I just need that screenshot. Do me a favor and send me that screenshot of your YouTube username. Do me a favor and send me a screenshot of your YouTube username. K. Boosh, there you are. Thank you, K. Boosh. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're up to 6 now. Let's go. Thank you, Dennis. Greatly appreciate that. And there is the code for the giveaway account. So for anybody that received the codes, if you apply the code that I sent to you for a 50K Lucid Flex eval, apply that code at checkout, and you'll see that it'll be 100% free. All right, K Boosh, just got the response over to you. All right. Now we've completed K Boosh. We've completed Dennis. We need Chris and Vidal and M. Stano. Congratulations, guys. M. Stano, if you're still in here, you could contact me inside my general chat at the Discord, or you can DM me in Discord, or you can DM me on Twitter. Anything works. Anything works. Just DM me. There we go. M. Stano, let's go. I got it. Here it comes. M. Stano. There we go. All right, we're up to the 7th. We just need the last 2. Good job, everyone. Let's go. All right, M. Stano's completed now. Just looking for Chris Lehner and Vidal. Chris Lehner and Vidal. If Chris Lehner and Vidal can message me. What a great Friday. What a great Friday. That was amazing. Absolutely great way to start a Friday. Absolutely great way. Still have 2 more winners, Chris Lehner and Vidal. Happy Friday, everyone. Oh, wow. And it's Friday the 13th. Isn't that supposed to be a bad thing? Isn't Friday the 13th like a... isn't that supposed to be scary or whatever? What's the deal with that? It's my birthday today. Yaya114. Let's throw a happy birthday in chat for Yaya. Let's go. Happy birthday. The big 2-0. You're joining the 20s club. Getting real old now. It's starting to get serious. Yeah. You know, a couple more years, and not saying you're not in the real world now, but you're going to have a lot of responsibilities coming up in the next couple of years. So start preparing for it. Start preparing for it. All right, so we got 7 out of the 9 winners. I'm looking for Vidal Aguilar, and I'm looking for Chris Lehner. Sorry if I'm saying anybody's name wrong, but Chris Lehner and Vidal Aguilar. If you could please message me to claim those giveaway accounts. Check my Twitter and Instagram. Okay, don't see anything there. Let me check Instagram. Okay. Chris Lehner or Vidal Aguilar? All right, nothing's coming across. All right, I've been way too busy with these giveaways. Let's hop back over onto the chart. And wow, holy chat. Who's the whale in chat that's dumping on us? What happened here? What happened here? So chat, if you were looking at this, that has just been invalidated, right? That would be a stop loss there. Now that we're back on the chart, looks like New York Open is dumping. So who is the whale in chat right now that's dumping on us? It's probably Chris Lehner or Vidal. That's why they're too busy to message us, because they're currently dumping on the long position. Chris was like, all right, he can't have them both. He could do giveaways, but he can't have a winning trade. He was like, that's just too much for a Friday. We got to dump on his longs. All right. Well, that did not work at all. New York Open has dumped. Chris just DM'd. Let's take a look. I don't see any message requests. Chris, message you in Discord. Is it in the general chat of the Discord? Where is it at? Let me find it. General chat of my Discord. Taking a look, Chris. I'm trying to find you. Let me know where that message is so I can get over to it. I don't see a message request, so is it in the general chat? All right, Chris, I'm putting another message in the general chat of my Discord. I just said, can the giveaway winners please DM me? If you click on my username, oh, there he is. There he is. The whale. Mr. Chris, the one that's dumping on us this morning. Yep. Thank you very much. Give me 2 seconds. Okay. Don't erase that message. Keep that there for me. Sorry, chat. I understand that I'm not focused on the chart this morning. I was not expecting Lucid to show up here and hand out a bunch of giveaways. So, first of all, W for Lucid. Okay. Chris, I'm messaging you right now. 2, 3. All right. Amazing job, Chris. All right, and Vidal is the last one. Wow. Thank you once again to Lucid. Everybody throw a bunch of W's in chat for Lucid. What an amazing Friday. What an amazing Friday. What an amazing Friday. Now let's see what we get here on the chart. Maybe I could start to focus up now. All right, and Vidal is the last one left. If anybody sees Vidal come across, please let me know. All right, what are we getting here for New York Open? Looks like we ran lower to start the open. Looks like it's trying to push higher now. Right? Were we just too early on that change in the state of delivery there? Right? Are we going to create another change in the state of delivery? Were we just too early, chat? Took out the lows once again. And we still have that unfilled gap resting above us. Curious to know if they want to fill that gap at all. Looks like they're trying. Looks like they're trying. Looks like the first change in the state of delivery was just too early. Right? Because now it looks like they're trying to push it higher here at New York Open. I want to see if they can move into the gap on the daily chart. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Absolute W this morning. I just don't even know what to say. I just can't focus right now. I was not expecting that whatsoever. What an amazing morning. Wow. Let's see if this is the change in the state of delivery that sends us into the gap. Large risk there. 42 points. No, thank you. Looks like the first change in the state of delivery was just too early. It's just too early. All right, chat. What are you all looking for here at New York Open? Throw a 1 in chat if you're bullish. Throw a 2 in chat if you're bearish. What are you guys looking for? Higher prices or lower prices today? What are you guys looking for? Higher prices or lower prices today? Throw a 1 in chat if you're bullish. Throw a 2 in chat if you're bearish. What do you think? Couple ones. Mostly bulls so far. Okay. Okay. Let's see what happens here. Pretty weak closure there on that 5-minute candle. Ooh. ES didn't even get the change in the state of delivery, so maybe the bulls don't want it. Bulls about to get ran over for the second time in a row. It's kind of what it's looking like. Kind of what it's looking like. Swept out the highs. Bearish SMT at the highs. ES did not run above the high there. NQ did. Watch out, bulls. Careful. Careful. Watch out. If that's bearish SMT, they can send us right back to the lows. Careful. All right, chat. Chat. Who knows why I'm not even in my account here? Who knows? Let the trolls come out. Let the trolls come out. Who knows? Yeah. Yeah. Guys, it's a scheduled day off. I guess that was an easy question. I can't even get anything past you guys. Listen. I personally don't think in terms of reward, okay? So for all the individuals out there that's saying, you know, there's more volatility in the market, great. You know, maybe today's the day we could hit a home run. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm always going to sit on the same side as risk, okay? So instead of saying, oh, today's the day I can hit a home run, I'm sitting here saying, today would be the worst day to get something wrong, right? I don't want to have a larger loser than my risk allows me to, okay? Additionally, there's such a thing as mental capital, right? Mental capital. So now imagine how much mental capital you would be depleting if you got something wrong, and additionally, it's much larger of a loss because of the volatility that's in the market. You'd really ruin that mental capital, and you know, I don't even care if the trolls are out there. CPI, FOMC, non-farm payroll, bank holidays, those are always going to be a scheduled break for me, right? For me, it's a matter of surviving, okay? Put it this way. Put it this way. My live account, right? I made it through the eval stage. I made it through the sim funded stage. And I got moved into a live account. That live account is coming up on a year, right? So let me ask you guys a question. Let me ask you guys a question. Throw it in the chat. On average, how long do you keep a funded account? Just give me some kind of time frame. Days, weeks, months, years. How long do you normally keep a funded account? Yeah, 3 days, that's just, I'm sorry, but that's not acceptable. 3 days is specifically not acceptable because that means you never made it to payout, right? People, like some accounts, you have to wait 14 days to even reach a payout, right? Unless it's a daily payout account, that sounds like you're not even going to reach payout. So what is it that's making you lose the account in the first couple of days? seriously, let's dive in here because we need to make it to those payouts. We need to survive. And we want to be keeping the expenses low so that we have a better chance of being net profitable. Right? Being profitable is not having a winning strategy. Being profitable is not having a winning trade. Being profitable is when your income is greater than your expenses. Right? Every time you purchase another eval, you're increasing your expenses, which makes it harder for your income. Right? That means you have to have an even greater income to be net profitable. So how do we combat that? It's by staying in the account. Stop rushing to a payout. Stop blowing the funded account. If you're journaling, you should see exactly why you're blowing that account. Right? Are you going too large of size? Right? Are you the type of individual that's like, oh, I want to make $1,000 today. I need to get to that $3,000 target. Okay, so let me grab some minis on NQ. Let me go one contract of NQ because it's much larger size than one contract of MNQ. That's going to be the exact reason why you blow the account. Okay, if you're going too large of size, you're going to blow the account. Okay, talking from experience here. I've done all of these things. I've blown accounts. I've ruined funded accounts. I've failed evals. I've done that too. I'm also a trader. And I can specifically tell you that the accounts that have been blown are because it was too large of size. Right? Just because they have my face plastered on MFTV. Oh man, hold on. Let me take a quick look. What are they doing to my face over there? Sorry for the interruption. I wasn't expecting that. What are they doing over there? I need to see this. And why am I so blurry? Hold on, let me hear this.
You pass in 2 days out of 10. I'm just curious, are you wasting more money and time and energy just by starting from, the square one?
Why is my face on the screen, chat?
Funded account, you can only do it by having a bigger safety net, okay? If you guys are using DX feed, you can lock yourself
What's
out.
going on here?
TraderWeight is already working on the situation that you can lock yourself out. You cannot override it. Use that function if you're on DX feed. You can use it on the My Funded Futures dashboard. If you have
I'm just all over the place this morning. Hold on.
And keep your funded account, okay? And look at this good-looking guy here on my screen. Like this is the goal, all right? So anyway, this was.
What's going on here? Sorry for being so distracted this morning.
Good. Everyone vote. Let's get a poll up. Who won the debate, Terry or Tom?
That was your face. Rewind it and you will see.
What is going on over here?
Ash, it's
Tom's fault.
I'm blushing a little bit. I'm blushing. No
Oh,
problem.
jeez.
It's my fault. I did that, actually.
No, actually, we are having a fun debate.
Yeah.
The debate topic is, once you're eligible for a payout in sim funded, do you take the payout? Which I argued that side, and Tom argued the side of let it build up. Everyone vote Terry! Vote Terry! Let's go! Vote Terry!
All right. Sorry. Way too distracted this morning. There's too much stuff going on here, chat. Too much stuff going on. Got my face plastered all over the screen over there. Hopefully it was a good picture at least. What is happening today? There's too much going on. All right. I completely lost my train of thought there. But listen, back to the topic here. All right. All I'm trying to get at is you need to keep your expenses low so that you have a better chance at increasing your income. All right. If you are going too large of size, that's going to be the reason why you blow accounts. All right. I've done it myself, both in sim funded and eval, and I'm talking from experience. All right. Get off the minis. Just get off the minis. Seriously. Go to micros. Deal with the delayed gratification, understanding the fact that staying in the funded account is more important than increasing your expenses. Okay? I just needed to close out the conversation before I got distracted there. Maybe it was a little too much coffee this morning or something. I have no clue what's going on. Got Lucid coming into chat. Now we have my face on MFTV. What is happening? What's happening? Listen, seriously though, I'm standing on that. I've been in my live account. We're coming up to a year. And that's simply from 1, correct position sizing, 2, never over trading. Okay, so that's the second part to the conversation, is that if you're taking 50 trades a day, then it doesn't sound like there's any limitations there, right? Like, set a specific dollar amount and adhere to that, right? If you're saying that I'm willing to risk $200 today, it's fine if you take multiple trades as long as you adhere to the dollar amount, okay? I'm not saying you can't take multiple trades. What I'm saying is there needs to be limitations. Divide your drawdown by 10. That should be the overall amount that you're willing to risk per day. Whether that's within one trade or multiple trades, you need to adhere to that limit so that you can guarantee that you're going to at least make it to tomorrow. Because if you overtrade and hit your daily loss limit and ruin the account within one day, then we're right back to the eval stage. Then we're right back to making another purchase instead of having the chance at income. Okay? So we need to find a way to stay in the account for as long as possible. For as long as possible. Okay? No sorries needed. That was funny. Sorry for being distracted this morning. I know we haven't really been focused here on the chart, but it's been a phenomenal Friday. We got to do an awesome giveaway, and now my face is on MFTV. So here we are. Here we are. I'm up 1,500 on my funded account. Wow, nice job. And wanted to let it grow for a solid buffer, but I'm really hurting for some money right now. So I think I'm going to take $500 and work with the remaining drawdown. That's a great idea. That is a great idea. Okay? Pay yourself for the hard work that you've completed. Absolutely. But yes, after the payout, leave a buffer there so you can continue to keep trading. And even if it's a smaller buffer, just take smaller risk after that, right? Because if you're left with $1,000 after the withdrawal, you could still divide your drawdown by 10. That just means you're risking $100 per trade, right? So the process can remain the same. The dollar amounts are just going to change. I'm actually risking 0.5% on every trade. I've had a live account for 6 months. Amazing job. Amazing job. 6 months. Give yourself a pat on the back because people normally, 1, don't even get to a live account. 2, normally blow up within days. So phenomenal job. I've only managed to get to a payout once, and my profit margin consistently fluctuates between 0 and 5%. I can't take it. Don't let that change your mentality. Focus on good risk management and focus on trading. Okay? Don't let the one payout cause some kind of intrusive thought. Don't let the margin fluctuation cause some kind of intrusive thought. Focus on completing the process to the best of your ability. Okay? How to get micros on the chart? Let's hop over to them. So MNQ is the micro for NQ, right? MNQ. All you have to do is pull up this chart and you'll be on the micros. So if you execute on MNQ, that's a micro. If you execute on MES, that's a micro. Okay, so let's talk about that real quick. All right, so for one contract of NQ, every point is $20 change in your P&L. For one contract of ES, it's a $50 change in your P&L. Okay? For MNQ, one contract equals $2 change in P&L. MES, $5 change in P&L. Can you see why there's such a difference here? Look how much smaller size this is. Right? And when I say $1 change, I'm talking about this fluctuation here. So when MES moves from 6,840 to 6,841, that would be a $5 change in your P&L. So for every point, a point is $1 on the chart. For every point, it's a $5 change in your P&L. Okay? Now compare that to the mini where it's a $50 change. You see the difference there? That's much larger size. Okay, so if you're only working with $1,000 of drawdown, right? If you're working with $1,000 of drawdown, the moment you take one contract of ES and you lose 20 points, you're done. Your account's gone. You could be done in one trade because look at this, right? Look at this. This is what we were looking at this morning, right? Let me put this back on here. Look at how much risk this is. 40 points. You'd be done in one trade. You wouldn't even get to your stop loss because you don't have enough drawdown for this. 40 points? That's $2,100 of risk for one contract? You wouldn't even make it to your stop loss because you don't have enough drawdown for it on one contract of ES. When you could just get over here to MES, right? Now that's only going to be $210. You see the difference there? You can still take the trade, but you need to get to a smaller size to risk appropriately. We should not be blowing accounts in one trade. No, we should not be. All right, so just get to a lower size. Just get to a lower size. Deal with the delayed gratification, right? Focus on staying in the account to give yourself a chance at even making it to the payout. Okay? All right. Alrighty. Any other questions, chat? Other than that, we could watch the long that we pointed to on NQ. Once we get a result to this, I'll probably close up shop. What a phenomenal Friday. What a phenomenal Friday. What a phenomenal Friday. Here, let's also do something. Let's go see what Twitter thinks about this. How about that? Let's do that real quick. See what Twitter thinks about this. Here, I'll do this with you all. That way everybody else can see it as well. NQ New York AM long. Are you taking this long position? I like to do this so that I could get other people's perspectives of trading so that I can get more learning experiences. You'll see me do this on Twitter, and then you'll see me ask people for their opinions. I like to get other people's perspectives to get it as a learning experience. NQ New York AM long. Are you taking this long? Comment down below explaining why you would or would not take this position. Okay, let me know what you guys think. Comment on this post. I would love to see everyone's opinion here. Whether you guys think that's a good long position or not, tell me why you would or would not take it. All right. See everybody else's opinion. Excuse me. I want to see what everybody else thinks about that. Just putting this in my Discord too shortly. Just give me 2 seconds and then we're going to talk about why you would or would not. All right. All right. And let's see. Let's see. I'd consider it because price has swept the previous day low and we have a strong POI aligning with my daily bias. Let's take a look. Get out to the hourly chart. Searching for SMT here. Don't see any SMT here. Where's the SMT? Right? No, the previous hourly candle was swept on both assets. Right? The swing low here was swept on both assets. Not seeing any SMT here. Where is the SMT? This isn't looking too good, to be completely honest, chat. We did sweep previous day low. That's the only thing that's okay. We do have the gap above to fill. That's okay. To be completely honest, I'd be surprised if people say that they would take this. My answer is I would not take this. Okay? Where's the Kraken correlation? Where's the SMT? Where's the bullish SMT supporting this idea? Right? So that is the key thing that I need to understand whether liquidity has been taken or there's strength and weakness in the marketplace. I don't see the strength. So in my opinion, I would not take this position. Okay? I want it to be so clear, so one-sided, that it's jumping out at me, right? There should not be any bearish SMT, right? There should only be bullish SMT, right? Additionally, what are these wicks, right? This doesn't look like strength, right? Look, wicks, another wick. I don't like this position. It's not one-sided enough for me to say we're extremely bullish right now, right? Where's the displacement? Where's the FVG? There's not enough information here for me to say, yeah, this is real bullish right now, right? There's no bullish FVG. Why is there a bunch of sellers wicks here? Where's the bullish SMT? It's not there. So what I'm trying to say is just because you can analyze something on the chart doesn't mean that it's high probability enough for you to take the trade. In my opinion, I would not take this trade. Simply because no bullish SMT, no bullish displacement. There are also multiple bearish arguments here, right? So it's just not one-sided enough. It's not one-sided enough, right? Take a look at this. It's not one-sided enough, chat. This is not something that I would take. I'm trying to explain all the reasons why I wouldn't take it. Notice how ES swept the previous hourly candle high. Notice how NQ did not. That's bearish SMT. We don't want bearish SMT for a long position. No, I'm sorry. This isn't it, man. This isn't it. You know, I don't even care if it plays out. You know, the purpose here is that we have concepts that we can clearly define, concepts that we can clearly define and execute. We need to be able to analyze them, and we need to be able to efficiently use them. And right now, that's not happening. We don't have the concepts backing our idea of this long. And for that reason, that's what's making me sit here and say, this is not a position I would take. It doesn't matter what's on the screen. It's the logic that's being provided to your decision making. Right? So we'll wait and see. We'll wait to see what the result is here. But now you've heard my opinion. And we'll see if there's any value to that logic. Oh, there's Vidal too. We've finally gotten our last winner here. Let's go. We finally got our last winner. Let's go. All right. Give me 2 seconds. Nice. All right, we finally got that. That worked out. I didn't think that was going to work out the way it did, but we finally did. Nice. Let's take a look. We do have bearish SMT. Very good job for pointing that out. SMT at Asia high. Very good job. I learned the hard way. Do not rush trades on CPI. Yep. Scheduled break right there. So Ash, according to your game plan, SMT should be on the 1 hour. I want SMT to happen on my intermediate time frame. Okay, so I get my bias from the daily chart. Once I have a bias, then I understand what I'm looking at for the day. And then I go in looking at key levels, either on the hourly or the 15-minute chart. If price is at a key level, that's where I want to see SMT happen. So I'm not searching between many time frames. I'm only looking at the hourly and the 15. If there's SMT on one of those time frames, then I'll go down to an entry function time frame to look for an entry function. If those things don't happen, then I'm not even going to the entry function time frame. I need to complete the justifications to my actions first before even considering an entry. Right? So you don't even need to get down to the lower time frame if this doesn't happen right here. Right? So let's go back to this real quick. Right? If we're bullish, right? If we're bullish, there should be some form of bullish SMT. But looking at this hourly chart, you can see that both assets swept the previous hourly candle. Both assets swept the swing low. Both assets swept previous day low. There is no bullish SMT anywhere. Right? So seeing this right here is what I'm trying to say, that I wouldn't even leave this chart. You don't need to even go and look for an entry function because the logic cannot be confirmed for being bullish. Right? We're quite literally, we're betting on divergences. Right? It's as simple as saying that. The SMT is the idea. Right? At a key level, right? So if you're bullish, look at previous day low, look at Asia low, look at London low, look at a key level, right? Some form of low when you're long, right? You want to be longing below old lows. Asia low, London low, previous day low, previous week low. At those key levels, look for bullish SMT. If that does happen, then go look for an entry function. If that does not happen, do not go look for an entry function, right? So, and that's what the entire conversation is about this right here. And that's why I wanted to put it on Twitter to see what everybody else would say, right? How do they view price? That's what I'm looking for in terms of perspectives, right? What justifies their decision making? For me, the justification is For me, the justification is the divergence, right? The SMT, the Kraken correlation. All those words mean the same thing. SMT, divergence, Kraken correlation, those all mean the same thing. So since that did not happen, I would not even look at this long, right? It's not a matter of whether it's going to play out or not. It's a matter of having a process that you can clearly identify and execute. Okay? So for that reason, I would not take this long. What pair is good for SMT with gold? Look at silver. Look at silver for that. Do you change your bias based on PA? No. I create a game plan before New York Open, then I execute that game plan. So I would rather know why I was wrong than jump back and forth depending on every price fluctuation, right? So let's do an example of that real quick. Let's do an example of that real quick. Here is New York Open yesterday, okay? Here's New York Open yesterday. Yesterday, I was bullish, okay? Excuse me. Here's New York Open yesterday. Yesterday, I was bullish. Now, let's go through that process of being bullish. All right, so here's the open. We start heading lower, okay? We're heading lower, and if I was bullish, I'd be looking at key levels, right? A bunch of swing lows have been taken out, right? So if I'm bullish, below old lows, I would look for longs. Okay, so if we're looking for longs, let's look for a change in the state of delivery. Okay. No change in the state of delivery. We go and make a new low. All right, well, let's keep looking. Maybe this will be the new change in the state of delivery. No, we just keep heading lower. All right, well, maybe this will be the change in the state of delivery. Well, hold on. No, we just keep heading lower. Okay, well. Right, where is the change in the state of delivery? There is none, right? Right? Like, even if you want to try to use this as a change in the state of delivery, this is already the PM session, so I'm done trading. So I trade New York Open, 9:30 to 11:30. During my session, even though I was bullish, right? This is my session right here, from New York Open to lunchtime. During this entire time, there was never a bullish change in the state of delivery, right? So it was very clear that I was wrong yesterday. It was also very clear to not take any risk, right? Look at this. Where's the change in the state of delivery? There isn't any. So I'd rather, where I was going with that statement is, I'd rather know why I was wrong than flip back and forth. I would rather know why I was wrong than change my bias every time price fluctuates. I don't need to take a trade every single day. Okay? So that's one of those moments in time where it's just a matter of waiting. Inside hourly candle for NQ means consolidation for the strat. Avoid trading. Okay. All right. Where was the TP on this? God dang it. Why did I take too small of a screenshot? Now I'm not going to know. Somewhere up there. Maybe I can rewind real quick. Let me see. Uh, 25,000 flat. All right. This was the position that was put on Twitter. What Lucid plans do you prefer? The Pro plan. 1 day to pass. Very good benefits to the Pro plan. Ash, are you on MFTV today? No, I am not. Mr. Zink should be on MFTV today. You guys want to go take a look? Let's see. Give me a second here. And pull it up. Mr. Zink should be on there. Yeah, Mr. Zink. See what he says.
Trade. Best risk reward, I think, in the entire industry in terms of 50Ks, 100Ks, 25K accounts. Those are just my preference. Now, going for the entry today on the IB, I did slip up a little bit. I should have taken the longs. I let a little human error get in there, human emotion. I did not like how the price action was moving.
Throw a bunch of W's in chat for Mr. Zink there. One of the newer hosts on MFTV. Love to see it.
What we can do is as simple as doing this. You're going to the 10:15 to 10:20 time frame. I like entering at around 10:23.
Just wanted to step in over there and say what's up. Hopefully he is doing well. Yeah, really unfortunate stuff that's happening with that. The man should have got paid. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. Very unfortunate, set of events there. So it does look like we did get the push higher. We are starting to fill some of that daily FEG there. Finally getting a push higher there. So let's update Twitter with that. How many points is that? 160. Wow. See if they want to finish it off. The overall target was 2,500. 25,000, sorry. See if they want to finish the move there. Are my comments being delivered? Yes, they are. Sorry, I am making sure I complete a couple tasks over there in Discord. Let me see. So, Ash, as follows. Higher time frame bias, correct. Intermediate time frame for point of interest and SMT, correct. Lower time frame for entry. Change in the state of delivery or unicorn, correct. All of those things are correct. Sorry for the late response there. I was needing to respond to some individuals in Discord. Yes, I would agree with everything that you said there. Very good job. For the individuals that did take that long, you should probably be done for the day. That's 1-to-1 RR there. It's also 180 points on NQ. That's a lot of points. So I would say be done there. Trying to go for even more seems a bit greedy, especially after CPI. So take what has been given and then be satisfied with enough. You already heard my opinion, right? And you could also just see it on the screen, right? I'm specifically not in my account today for a reason. Let's say you took this trade. This is not a hypothetical thing here. We're doing this in real time. There's no reason to do hypotheticals. We're dealing with live price action. I chose not to take this trade. There's no hypothetical about it. The information that's currently on the screen is the reason why I did not take the trade. Right? No SMT during CPI, no displacement, very ugly momentum. I chose not to take this trade. There's no hypothetical about it. For all those reasons I just listed. So it's just not for me. CPI is a scheduled break for myself. All right, chat. I think I'm going to go ahead and begin to wrap up the stream. What a phenomenal Friday, I must say. All I have to say is, you know, if we keep coming together here as a community, look at what happened here this morning. You guys literally caught the attention of Lucid to the point where they joined chat and gave us more giveaways. I mean, that blew my mind this morning. So, listen, if we keep coming together, it just seems like there's a lot more rewards to happen. It looks like there's a lot of benefits to doing that. Like, seriously, let's go and get as many accounts as we can, right? Like, let's try to get the community as many accounts as we can by coming together. I would love to see that happen again. That was just astonishing this morning. I really am very surprised. So that was exactly how I wanted my Friday to go. So happy Friday. Just want to take a moment to say thank you to you all as well. That's honestly, I believe that's the reason why they even showed up this morning. So thank you for your time. Thank you for your participation. I hope everybody has a phenomenal weekend. I will be in Discord or on Twitter so we can complete any conversations or questions there. But I am going to wrap up the live stream. So thank you to every single one of you. I hope you all have a phenomenal weekend. I will see you all next week. We'll be going live once again next week here on the channel. So have a nice weekend. Time to go touch some grass, do something good for the soul, spend some time with some family. Enjoy your weekend. I will see you all on the next live stream. Have a nice day, chat.